I've got some extremely big news that I want to share with you guys, but I can only reveal it in about a month. So stay tuned for that. And man, this beard, I just can't stand it anymore, especially with how long it is. I'm about to go fishing today, and I really just want to see if there's this huge tan line under the beard. So I'm going to shave it all off. All right, let's see what's under this thing. See if this even shaves. Damn, it's like skinning a sheep or something. Kind of gross. Holy moly. Well then. My gosh, I look so skinny now. But there's not as much of a tan line as I thought. I'll leave it like that, just super thick on the bottom. All right, let's go catch some fish. Well, you probably already know what the video is from the title, but I have never seen anybody do this. There are no recipes online for this. Let's see if it turns out. I think it could be delicious. It just sounds kind of gross. Well, we're back on the road with just a little bit less hair. It's a rough day today. There's a 8-foot swell. It's gonna make fishing tough, but we're going on the cliffs and I think there's some rocks protecting the area. There's a little break in the storm, which hopefully this is the tail end of it. Even though it's an 8-foot swell, there were some days with a 22 or 24-foot swell, which is insane. Did tons of damage to the local piers. But I'm just happy that it's a beautiful sunny day, and it's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've been out fishing. So I'm really excited to try this new recipe that I could not find a single recipe for online when I looked. So this is going to be the first of its kind right here. Maybe you'll start to see this in the restaurant one day and you'll remember I saw this crazy thing on the Fisherman's Life channel. All right, we got to get some bait at the gas station and then we'll be out at the fishing spot in no time. Oh, it's rough out here. Can you imagine this? 3 times the swell. This is an 8-foot swell, and one time it was 24 foot this past week. Man, before coming to this spot, I had the idea to come here because that big rock I thought was going to be blocking this whole cove and it was going to be calm in here. I mean, it's relatively calm from the waves, but there's white water everywhere, foam everywhere, splishy, splashy. I don't know if I can catch a fish, but I'm going to try right here. Try to cast out and pull up some fish where we can take out the intestines from him. Let's give it a shot. Well, I'm getting away from the really sheer side at least while I get rigged up. I've got 65-pound braid as the main line. I'm going to be using 30-pound test as the leader, and I'm going to be doing a dropper loop with a size 1 hook and a size 4 weight, 4-ounce weight to try to get this fish. So I just tied up a rig, and this is what it consists of. Like I said, I got the 65-pound main line to a swivel. To the swivel, it's going to about a 3-foot leader of 30-pound test. I tied a dropper loop, and I've got a snelled size 2 hook with a piece of shrimp there. Only one because I want to reduce the chance of getting snagged. Now on the bottom is a 3-ounce weight. A lot of people, they'll tie a lighter line to their leader, so if the weight gets snagged, the weight can break off. But what I like to do is I just like to get a lighter pound snap swivel. So this one is rated to 15 to 20 pound test. If it gets snagged and I have a fish on, I'll be able to pull the weight off and I'll be able to keep my hook, or hooks if you're using 2. So that's all there is to it. On a calm day, I would say I'd be able to catch a fish in about 5 minutes. But with this rough water, it might just be a little test. Have you ever noticed that wearing sunglasses or having a hood on over your ears kind of throws you off and gets you a little uncoordinated? So I like to keep all my senses at peak capacity, so I have all my senses available to me. First cast, 3-ounce weight, 1 squid. Let's see how long this takes. Hopefully we get a fish here. First cast, let's see if there's a lot of current underwater. Drag, crank down pretty tight. 30-pound test. This is a 12-foot, no, this is an 11-foot Akuma Rockaway. I wanted to get something a little bit longer just in case I need to reach it out and pull up the fish. Oh, there's fish. There's a bite. That was a bite. Yeah, there's a bite. There's a bite. And that's exactly what I'm going for. A striped surf perch. Is there a fish on? No, no fish on, but definitely a bite. If you want to come out fishing, even if it's rough, you can always count on these surf perch. Especially the rainbow ones. Come on, come back over. Only bad thing about using shrimp is that it comes off the hook so easily. So I'm going to check this in about 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, current is strong here. When you're ready to reel in, when you're fishing from the rocks like this, especially using weights and bait, when you're ready to reel it in, you want to just, oh man, bring it up quick, I was going to say, but it looks like it's got snagged already. Pop it off a few times. Dang it. Ah, man. Got to retie another leader probably. Ah, jeez. Had one too. Had a fish on. I got to cast it to the calmer spot, or maybe even use a heavier weight so it doesn't wash around a lot. The more the weight washes around, the more likely it's going to get worked into a little crack or crevice and get snagged. You don't really have to worry about that using swim baits, but bait fishing like this, you do. All right. Dang it. Tighten my drag. Give it a few more pops. Go retie another leader. Oh, there it is. Came off. Okay. No bait. Took my bait. Actually, the hook broke off. Huh. All right, let's go tie on another hook. Man, is it rough. Maybe I could cast over here instead. Seems a little bit more protected. Let's see if there's any fish on this side. It's deep there. All right. First cast on this side. Let's see. And now, what is the landing situation here? Just straight up and down. All right. And I don't like it exactly where I cast it. I'm going to cast to where I got that good feeling. Sometimes you just got that good feeling, and that's usually where it is. All right. I got that good feeling right over there. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, this won't take long. This won't take long. I'm thinking maybe 10 seconds once it hits the bottom. Okay, it's on bottom. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 98, 99, 100. 1, 2, 3, 104, 175, 76, 177, 178, 179, 180. Okay, 3 minutes. I got about 3 bites. So, hey, I said 10 seconds. Turned out to be 3 minutes. A bite in 3 minutes. I'll take that. Might have taken my bait though. I gotta check it. Oh no, there's another bite. Come on, just gotta get the hook in your mouth. Get the hook in your mouth. And that's the only thing we need. Just one. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, is he on it? Yeah, he's on it. Fish on. Fish on, baby. Is it what I thought it was? It's a striped surf perch, exactly what I wanted. Like some type of panfish. Woo! All right, now up the cliff we go. Up the cliff we go. 180 seconds for our first fish of the day. And it's exactly what we were looking for. The striped surf perch. Now, is that big enough? I think it is. We're gonna give it a try and make some little fish lumpia type thing. People say these fish aren't the best to eat. They say they're a little mushy, but people make fish balls with them like you get at the pho restaurants, and they have that consistency where I think mashed up together, stuffed in an intestine, boiled, fried. Ooh. Oh yeah, I think I'm onto something with this. Check out the fish though. That's a striped surf perch, aka rainbow perch. You can kind of tell why. Change it, move its direction in the sun, changes color slightly. Beautiful, bright, vibrant blue pattern. But we're gonna see if what's in here can be combined with what's up here. I'm gonna brain him and then I'm gonna bleed him, cut the gills. Well, I got the goal But I want to try something else before I leave. This is my stiffest 12-foot surf rod with a 8,000 size reel, 50-pound braid. I'm gonna go to a similar spot where I caught that lingcod last time, actually the exact same spot. See if I can hook a lingcod on the bobber. I don't have the cliff gaff today, but if I hook something big, I should be able to hoist it right up with this, just eliminating the need for any kind of cliff gaff. I'm going big or I'm going home, but at least we got that striped surf perch. All right, we're only gonna give this about 15 minutes. Got the bobber and the herring. Let's see what we can do with this heavy rod. Man, I know you guys can't see the bobber, but it's right in the middle of all this foam. I can't see it either. So, I don't know. I'm gonna cast out to another spot where there's no foam, and then I think we're gonna call it. Oh, bobber under. Oh, that looked like a bite. Man, I cast out over here, and within 1 minute, it's all the way over here, 180 degrees. I think that's it. Let's go make some fish intestine sausage. Man, look at that out there. Oh, I think I had a fish on. Damn. Yep, I had a fish on right there. A good one too. Fish on, but lost it. I'm gonna cast right back out there and get something. Damn, one good bite on the bobber rig, but I think it's time to go. When I reel this in, I'll reel it in slow and then we'll head out. Man, it's been about an hour and a half since I said last cast. So addicting looking at this bobber, but I think I just gotta call it now. So let's go do this fish intestine sausage. This is gonna be exciting to try. First of its kind fish intestine sausage. But man, as I'm walking out here to the spot to get ready, it's got this thing on my mind. It's like if I had one wish in this life right now at this moment, it would just be to live until I'm 70 or 75 and be coherent. So I can give some advice to my kids and just watch them grow old, watch them grow to 40, 50 years old, and be mentally there to see them grow. That's like all I want. And a big thing that's like happening lately, it seems like in this world, everybody's getting sick when they're old. Everybody's getting cancer, everybody's getting dementia and stuff. It's like we don't tackle the problem until the problem is at us. So that's why recently I've been taking a lot of steps to prevent those things from happening. I mean, there's only so much you can do, but when you're young, you might as well take care of yourself now so you can live a good life later. And yeah, anyway, that's just what's on my mind. There's a bunch of things. For now, let's take this perch, gut him, keep the guts, and turn those guts into something good. Well, first of all, let's see what we're working with and how much intestine we got to work with. Got my sharp knife and just going through the cavity, trying not to split the intestine. All right. Cut around the butt area, both sides. A lot of people are going to find this gross, and it is kind of gross. And there's not much intestine here, but I think there is enough to experiment with this. This is going to be fun. Oh, there's a decent amount. Okay, let's see. Where are we going to cut? Okay, so we're going to start it off right there. The bum and the intestine. Looks like there's some connective tissue to the heart. Cut that off. And then it goes all the way up to the throat. So we can cut it off all the way up right at the throat. Okay. Now it feels strong. This is gonna work, I think. Look, okay. So that's what we're working with right there. That intestine, and obviously there's some stuff inside that we're gonna get out. So I'll head over to the water and clean this out as best as I can. So just squeezing it out, getting all that poop and stuff out. Really gross, I know. Oh, that's disgusting. That is really gross. Okay, this is what we're dealing with right now. This is my sausage maker. It's got a screw on top. It's gonna push all the meat into this thing right here. Now what I did, I thought this wasn't gonna work, and I thought I would have to scrap this whole idea, but it seems like it is working. So I got this small intestine over the end of this funnel. I filled it with salt water. So I'm giving it a good little wash here. And after I give it a wash here, I'm just gonna dump all this water out. Now there's probably a better way to clean it, but that's a start. And what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna pull the entire intestine, which seems to be holding its shape. I'm gonna pull the entire thing up onto this little sausage thing. Like, the intestine seems to be holding its shape quite well. Now this is a small fish, remember, so I would like to try this with a lingcod or another bigger perch. But I'm gonna try my best to, oh, it broke, I ripped it. Oh no, dang it. Okay, well, we can do one right there. We'll do one sausage right there. So I'm gonna take this twine and tie it around that part that just ripped. Check it out, we got the twine twisted around the intestine. Now I wanna make sure this doesn't dry out or it's probably gonna break. Okay, so I got the intestine on the funnel right here in the shade. Now I'm gonna get some meat off of this fish. And this is just gonna be really simple. And you know, this is just an experiment. We're not gonna have a 5-course meal out here today. There's our perch fillet. So here I'm going to take the meat off the skin. Take the pin bones out. And before I do anything else, I'm going to give this little bit of meat a rinse. All right, now I'm going to flip this board over to the new clean side. Now you're probably asking, what is he going to do next? I don't even know myself. I'm just trying this out. But I did bring a spoon. So with the spoon, we're gonna scrape this meat and just break it up. Break it up so it's like, turns into mush. So it's like you're working with ground beef almost. I'm glad I'm alone, because whoever was with me probably wouldn't want to try this. But hey, we're trying it. Okay, that's how we want the consistency. You know what? I got another clean knife. I'm just gonna take this out and chop it up first. Just chop it up, break it up. Just kind of tenderizing it all. Getting it all extra mushy and mashed up. Now I threw this mixed together at home. This is salt, equal parts garlic powder, smoked paprika, red chili flakes, and some Italian seasoning, which is oregano, dill, all that type of thing. And this smells so good. So good, like a sausage. So I'm gonna sprinkle about what I think this needs on there. Good amount, good amount. Not too much though. Thought this might be a good idea. Some bread. So I'm gonna break off little pieces of bread in here. You know, if onion and garlic, if the smells from those come out, then this bread should soak it right up. So I'm gonna do just a little bit. Let's continue chopping this up, mixing all the spices in there. All right, check it out. This is basically ground beef / ground fish, spiced up, some breadcrumbs in there. All right, next thing we're gonna do, add a little bit of garlic and a little bit of onion. All right, 1 clove of garlic, that should be good for this. And we're gonna do a little bit of onion. That's more than enough. Just a few of these rings will do the job. So I'm gonna take my thing here, I don't even know what you call it, but it's a sausage stuffer, I guess you call it that. And I'm gonna stuff all these ingredients in there. All right, I got everything in the sausage stuffer, and this is the moment of truth here. Let's see if this is gonna work. Here it comes. Do we have fish sausage? It looks like we do. What you know about that? It's like a little breakfast link. Now before that comes all the way off, I'm going to cut some twine and tie it up. All right, honestly, tell me what you think about this, because I'm quite impressed. There it is. That's the first ever fish sausage in its own intestine. And this is just a tiny fish. We could do it on a big one next time. But I'm gonna try to stuff the rest of this intestine and make another big sausage. I'm very sad to say that I can't get this little tiny intestine over this sausage stuffer. All you sausage stuffers out there, what's the secret to getting this to work? You probably need a bigger intestine, huh? All right, let's just cook this one up and see how this one tastes. So I know I don't have much fish sausage to taste, but I have enough to do a taste test. You know, you can't predict what's gonna happen in these fishing days. I could have went home skunked. So you might laugh at this, you might think it's unnecessary, but I'm gonna do it the way I want to, and that is, even though it's a tiny little thing, I'm gonna boil it first. I'm gonna boil it, and then I'm gonna fry it. And we're gonna have one bite, and we'll tell you how it is, and we'll try this again with a whole row. We'll have a huge sausage thing from a lingcod one of these days. That's what I was trying to catch with the bobber rig. All right. It's sad, okay? It's sad, I know. It's smaller than a breakfast sausage. I know. Okay, we're gonna heat up this pan again. Put this to the side right there. So you already know with these stainless steel pots, you gotta heat them up so they're really hot, and then you could drop the oil in, and then it'll be non-stick. Otherwise, everything's gonna stick to it. Okay, over here we got some ghee. Okay, that should be hot enough. Drop some ghee in there. That should melt almost immediately. Give us a nice non-stick coating. All right, we're gonna drop the sausage in there. All right, hey, that looked good. Look at that. Ooh, it's browned up. Okay, hey, check that out. That sausage part got crispy just like a normal sausage. That should be done. Now turn it off. What do you think? I think that turned out fabulous. Oh, look, and even that little rope thing just broke right off. What do you think, huh? I like it. I like it. Okay, that might be funny to you that it's so small, but hey, this could be big for some people, all right? So we're gonna take a little bite. Oh man, I'm on to something here. Woo! Dude, this is so good. Of course, I mean, it's just fish, but in the intestine, in the sausage, it's just a different way to eat this fish. Wow. Look, look. I don't know. That looks pretty good to me. This is a success, 100%. Well, what do you think? Yeah. I'm onto something here. I have no doubt with a bigger fish like a lingcod or a big rockfish where the intestine wall is thicker, this would be fabulous. We can have a 1-inch thick fish sausage. That's so good. Who would have known? I'm going to be cooking this next time, and I'm going to be, okay, so we got this right. Now, what's the best way to clean the inside of the intestine? I was thinking originally of flipping it inside out and then cleaning it and then flipping it back, but this fish was too small. After we do that, yeah, we'll just tie it off, pump a little meat in there, tie it off, pump a little meat in there, tie it off, and we'll have a whole link of 7 or 8 sausages. Yeah, hell yeah. Well, I mean, that about does it. We have a successful mission, although it may be small. Now I'm gonna just cook the rest of this just like this. This is a really good seasoning too if you want to do it. Salt, garlic, well, you already know, I already said it, so stay tuned for some big news coming up. All types of new types of videos. So, oh, I'm so excited for this next chapter. And take care of yourself. Don't let yourself go downhill from now. It's all uphill, or at least plateau, okay? Take care of yourself. Peace. I'm happy about that. That is great. That is great. Check out what the leftovers look like. It kind of formed this puck in the sausage smasher thing. Yeah, hey, that looks good too.